Okay, hello. Welcome back to Genshin Impact. Mix will have the quest on. Doesn't matter, but I just like having it on. We have to listen to a fuck ton of dialogue again. I don't know that much. Like, Dolpharina Neverlet thing we have to listen to again. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's a recap. Using it as a recap. Why has, like, the seconds on the fucking YouTube laggy? You know, it used to be like, you've been streaming for 13 seconds. We'll just be like 1, 2, 3. Now it's like 1, 5, 8, and it's just like, okay. It's only on my end though, so.
You.
Yes, her. Yes, we get it, laughter.
That shocked expression on your face is just too amusing. I couldn't help myself.
You mean his regular face when he says, you? I am sucked.
You are not Farina. Who are you?
Ah, the sweet sound of bewilderment. Marvelous. A sure sign that my attempt to deceive everyone was a resounding success. But to answer your question, I am Focalor. You know, the god.
That sounds like sarcastic. You know, the god. There's supposed to be like stars on her like dress, the white parts.
Focalor.
God, she have her feet out, everyone run.
Why did you deceive us?
Cause I'm an arsehole.
Oh, that wasn't my goal.
Yeah, she have her feet out. What the fuck? Put some shoes on.
But I had to fool everyone else too, if I was to stand any chance of deceiving. The heavenly principles.
The thing which took away the unknown god we saw at the start. That chick.
Deceiving the heavenly principles.
He can't even say it. What the fuck? Deceiving the principle.
It's all
yes,
because
no.
of that pernicious prophecy. Dreadful, wasn't it? Everyone doomed to dissolve. Fontaine condemned to be flooded.
This would be a mod where you just change all his lines to the fucking thing he says with the like judgment, the something I can't say it, the then elect whatever.
One was not amused. In fact, one was positively bemused when that problem was thrust upon me by my dearest predecessor.
You sound like
That's the former Hydro Archon Egeria.
What the fuck are they called? What's the gods
It
called from
more
Leeway?
Than a preordained
I can't remember right now.
Now does it?
But they say like one instead of their names and
the prophecy would surely come to pass.
Go about, you know, dissection.
And as one of the seven,
just lucky you flunked.
Full well that one defies the heavenly principles at one's peril.
So it means she says one a lot. She's like, God, what they called? What's Cloud Retainer and like Moon Carver and Mountain Fart or whatever.
So yes, as you have no doubt surmised, it was a rather impossible situation that I found myself in. I spent a terribly long time mulling it over, alone on the ocean floor. And I was almost going barnacles by the time I finally realized there was only one possible solution to this confounding conundrum.
And it's to make a fake me.
I had to outwit the heavenly principles, allow the prophecy to be fulfilled, ostensibly at least, while saving everyone at the same time.
You're doing a good job. A lot of people already dead. Definitely saved them.
I know. I can only assume that's why Egeria chose me as her successor.
Yes, a genius. As already people died, you fucking whale shark looking motherfucker. Those Dotem colors.
Back now, it was hardly the inheritance one dreams of. Between the task of saving the nation, the quotidian duties of the Hydro Archon, and not to mention the original sin of creating a new race of humans, I dare say she left me quite a colossal mess to clean up.
Still can't remember the fucking gods of leeway, but like people know what the fuck I'm talking about.
But one can only play the hand one is dealt. I did not choose this, any more than I chose to be one of her Oceanid familiars.
So you were also once one of the Oceanids, transformed into a human by Egeria's hand.
Another thing I want to say is like, Novalet was originally a dragon, right? Or like, his predecessor was originally a dragon. So that doesn't mean the... fuck, what's it called? The water would affect him. It's like the water of Karasun, but it's not actually called that. The Primordial Sea. Does that mean the Primordial Sea won't affect him because he came from dragon heritage, not Ursinid?
Yes, I was.
Also, the dragon was an Ursinid, being like, I won't be a dragon.
And I still
God.
do, even now. In my eyes, to be human is to be part of the greatest opera ever known.
Yes, what a city opera.
After becoming a god, I separated my divinity from my body and spirit, leaving behind only a self that was as naive and bewildered as my past self on her first day as a human being.
Makes sense, because it was like, okay, Ursinid god, then you turned a human, you know.
But me, you
So
see
she was a
before you
human.
now, is that divinity. And the human counterpart I left behind, I named Farina.
I noticed.
She could feel joy, sorrow, and everything in between.
She only felt those two,
She could
mainly.
be as vain and conceited, or as meek and vulnerable as she wished. Her strengths were of
Those
a
all
kind
those the only
humans
personalities I know.
possess, as were her shortcomings.
Well, your shortcomings stay locked up in a fucking room where everything fucking floats.
But
How lovely
in
is
my
here.
eyes, Farina's humanity was what made her perfect. She was perfectly human in every way. The person I always wanted to be.
And yet you
Anyway,
forced
so
immortality.
then I cursed her.
She was perfect, so I fucked up her life.
All part of the plan, of course. The plan to deceive the heavenly principles.
Yeah, no, you received more than them.
Do
Oh,
you
well.
still remember the final scene of the prophecy? The Hydra Archon alone, weeping on her throne.
I just wish this thing would just fall on her. I know it won't, but just falls on her and she dies. What the fuck is that?
In order that the prophecy might appear
It's
to
just a
sound,
fucking prophecy gets turned
I
through.
invited Farina to be an actress, to play the part of the Hydro Archon in the prophecy.
Ah, yes, definitely acting
Under the curse I placed
for
on
fucking
her,
years.
so long as I,
Bro, she
Focalor's
said everything gone
divinity,
insane.
continued to exist, she could not die. But nor was she free to live her life in the pursuit of happiness.
Yeah, she couldn't die, or so she could not be happy. Or so everyone around her that she got to know died.
Instead,
She's
she was
500,
forced to
like
take
me.
the stage in the opera house, to embrace the role
But
of
I
leading
was
lady,
asleep for 500 years.
to forever play the part of the god from the prophecy, all to create a deceitful appearance of that prophecy coming to pass.
Couldn't, you know, sped up the process? She's been suffering for like, what, 500 years? My character had been asleep for that. I didn't know people
I
back then.
suppose now you probably understand why your court is called the Opera Epiclese.
Yeah,
But
totally.
Farina is only human, isn't she?
Yes.
Even though she has had a long
Yes,
life,
she is.
her mind is no stronger than that of any other ordinary human being.
Now, any ordinary human being which have the present for 500 years and have to hide it.
I cannot begin to fathom what she has had to endure. It must have been torture for her.
It
Yeah.
has indeed. And although she is, in a sense, me in human form, I most definitely owe her an apology for it.
You don't sound like you, Podgy. You're technically her mother, and you'd have be like, you're technically her mother, and then you just abandon her for 500 years. It's like, hey, I'm your mother. You're gonna take my role as God. I will never see you again. Bye.
It's been 500 years.
Bye, world. I'll sentence you to death penalty someday.
And all along, she's been playing her part in the most unimaginably long, unbearably lonely, and agonizingly painful opera of all time.
Yes, we get it. This is painful. Hey, game. The game's like, I'm still here. Notice me. Yes, you have a hand. Congratulations. You still have a hand. It's still there. It's still there. It's still a thing. Trust me. Yes, you can touch your face with your hand. Fucking weird though. Can I? I'm not taking the stairs. Stairs are for losers. I climb pillar. When the fuck did you get this here? I just blind John Lee. Hey. Perfect. This is how Moroxo's dominant.
Oh? Who permitted you to come onto this stage? Now, I understand your admiration for my august self, but I must ask you to keep to the rules. All right. It is not
Suck
my
it.
intent to reprimand you. There is no need to state your name. Just be off with you. Do not distract me from my performance.
Okay, so since you get who you are.
Oh, do not jest. Can you not feel it?
Okay, this is fucking weird.
I am Focalor. The eyes of countless Fontainians are upon me. I must at all times
That way I can
display
become
the
myself
utmost
again? Is that what I
elegance
said?
and nobility.
The message at the tops aren't fucking convenient, what you're saying. They're quite contradictory, actually. Miss Focalor.
Dear audience, the performance is experiencing a technical difficulty, but
There's no one here, you crazy
the
chick.
guards shall resolve it soon enough.
Ah, yes, don't worry. My favorite god, Morax. There's just a gang member on this set, don't mind him. Is he talking to herself, by the way? Just like, technically instead, there's no one there, Farina. I'm your only fucking person here to see you. I thought you left. I don't know why I thought you went that way. I don't know what I saw.
Hey, what gives? The audience is still watching me, you know.
You don't need fucking free lights.
Where are the guards? Guards!
Have you not noticed you have no fucking audience? Where are the guards? Where's the fucking audience, Farina?
Let's roll!
Can't you see the audience is still watching me? All of them. Look, all my fans are here. They all showed up. It's like one of my streams. That's how many people are here. None. Perfect.
Solidify! Let's roll!
Since the giant whale gone, she has changed a lot. She just lost all her memories. Don't know who I am. Fucking need to itch my face suddenly. It's always just under my fucking headphone. Just itch. It's either like the face or the ear. You dead yet? Cool. I need to itch. Gonna summon another mech. Turn the lights off. She probably couldn't see because the fucking light in her face. A ticket. How rare. And another light. Bye, Farida. I like how she didn't say anything. I just turned everything off and... God, I don't like silent movies. I'm bad at reading. I would prefer it over the pitch blackness of my soul. Oh, I'm just Farina. I can also just walk. This isn't supposed to happen yet. Aren't you supposed to be like wearing your white outfit and have long hair? Was this meant to be this color? We'll find out with a cutscene.
Farina.
Might first be.
Who's that? Who's calling me?
It's me,
Where are
Mario.
Be not nervous. Be not afraid. I am before you.
Quick, break the mirror.
Wait a moment. You're mirror me? How can this be?
Why has he forgotten everything?
Mirror you, huh? You know what? That's not bad. Let's go with that.
Got it.
Mirror
me.
What do you wish to say?
Hang on. Let me fix my title. I didn't spell fight. Well, you know, fuck it, that works.
The prophecy. Have you heard of it?
The prophecy.
What prophecy?
We'll drown.
Wait. I know. I think. I don't know why, but it's in my head somehow.
Well, get it out of there. Fuck.
The people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain, weeping on her throne. Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away.
Do you not realize Mirio is a lot older, taller, just differently dressed, hotter?
Oh, very good. You know it well.
Is this her past?
What's going on? I can't seem to remember anything clearly. The only thing I know for sure is this prophecy. Will it really come to pass?
Oh god. We need to put a helmet on Farina so she doesn't run into the walls now.
Yes, it will. And that is why I've come to you. Disaster will come to Fontaine sooner or later.
So this is what happened when she
Things
first
will
became
develop
human, I'm
just
guessing.
as the prophecy declared.
We just seen it.
There is no escaping it. But doesn't that mean everyone will die? I'm a Fontainian just like them. Will I dissolve too?
Yes. Yes, we will do so.
Oh, don't worry. Magical meetings exist in this world precisely to give people a chance to turn things around. It is the reason why you met me today.
Have you ever just gaslighted your own daughter, which is a younger version of herself, but human? Because Farina have... Oh, sorry, first of all.
I will tell you how to save everyone, but you may have to suffer somewhat. Oh, so there's
Again,
still hope
what's with the
after
different
all.
outfit?
Goodness.
Doesn't she have long hair and white outfit?
You spoke so much and with so much certainty.
Oh, so you're not used to people speaking a lot? God, how you have changed. Never shut up.
As for the suffering, well, I will admit that the first thing that came to mind was, why do I have to be the one to suffer?
Because I made you to suffer. Shut the fuck up and suffer.
If the prophecy will come true, I'll also die anyway, right? So, if I've already met you as my magical meeting in this world.
Yes, the magical meeting in the mirror. Mirror
There
you.
were scales, with all the people of Fontaine on one side, and my pain on the other. Is it not obvious where the scales should tilt?
She did not make you with greed. She's like, I gave her all the merchant human skin years have. Besides greed. That was chucked at it later. Right now, we need her to be accepting of her fact. So be like a hero and then we'll remove that part, add some greed. So be fucking eating a fuck.
You truly are the perfect human. My ideal.
She's not. She's barely human.
Suppose this would also be the justice that belongs to you. Huh? Don't worry.
Yes.
It's
Keep
nothing.
Farina's confused.
Listen well.
Hit with a hammer.
Fontaine has just lost its Hydro Archon. I need you to play a role. That of the new Archon.
That is how you convinced her.
As a god?
Hit the hammer, hit her.
That's right.
Hit the horny hammer.
You must begin a never-ending masquerade. You must never let anyone suspect your identity. If you can keep it up, then I shall have my way of defying this prophecy. But should your identity be revealed, then all hope will be lost.
God, the fucking amount of, shit just piled onto her shoulders. Poor Farina would, like, literally just be made and just have a fuck ton of responsibility poured on her shoulders.
How will I do this? A human assuming the role of a god without being exposed.
Yeah, I agree,
Don't
sad
worry.
Farina.
What you must do is not to turn yourself into a real god. You simply need to play the role of a god as humans imagine them to be.
Oh, pardon me, sorry.
Being a human yourself, I'm sure you already know what such an entity would be like.
Useless.
Remember, your
Aqua.
true challenge will not be pursuing divinity, but contending against humanity.
Again, just more bricks on her shoulder. We're building a wall at this point. She seems so shy at this point.
But
And so confused.
I'll try.
She's adorable.
I'll try to do this.
She might have stayed like this if she didn't get forced to become a god.
So, how long am I going to have to play this role?
500 years.
To accomplish this mission, you will have to stay on the stage for many, many years. You will endure and not grow old until your task ends.
Yep.
But I
Fucked.
promise you, all will eventually end in a magnificent and dramatic trial, and everyone will be saved.
She should just put a stamp on her forehead saying you were fucked. Go ahead for it and pretend to be a god.
Trial? Huh. How exciting. I'll be looking forward to it.
No one says that about anything about court. She made you fucked. It's just the history of Farina. Another walk up to a throne this time. Now we back to our regular Farina. I wanted to look at the carrot again. She's gonna do that every time? No, just there. Oh, the fucking... making this hard, are we? You could fucking hurry up. No one walks this slow. Still alone on a fucking stage with a chair.
The Maison Cardinalise has announced my accession, but this is my first time facing the people.
Yeah. Good.
What should
Suffer.
I say
I'm joking.
to most appear like a god? To be honest, I still don't know. Perhaps I should first try to act natural.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening, and welcome to the Opera Epiclese.
This does sound like she's just opening up a
I'm
play.
sure you've all heard about how I have taken on the role of Hydro Archon. Indeed, I am Farina de Fontaine,
De
your
Fontaine.
new Archon.
Just like, alright, what am I gonna call this fucking human me? She's gonna pretend to be the god of Fontaine. How about the Fontaine? Farina de Fontaine. Perfect.
In truth,
The Doe
I
Fontaine,
know
whatever.
little about becoming a nation's new god, but it will be my honor to guide you all.
And to screw you guys over in
As
the
the
making.
god Fosalor, the god of justice, I shall do all within my power to lead you into an age of fairness and justice.
That doesn't seem fair. Justice doesn't seem fair.
Once again, thank you
Fairness
all
and
for coming.
justice, and everyone in
If
this
you
room is
should have
arrested.
any questions or suggestions, please send them to the Maison Cardinalise. The future of Fontaine will require us to work together, after all.
God, she used to have good ideas. What the fuck happened?
Should do it. I thought I might stammer, but thankfully, I was able to convey my thoughts just fine. Okay, and next.
So freaking someone sick the Farina.
That's the new Hydro Archon. Is this some kind of joke by the Maison? I would have thought that a being that surpasses humanity would be a bit more assertive.
Oh, of course.
Hey, did you hear that? She even told us to send her suggestions there at the end.
Shouldn't gods be all-powerful? She's being so modest. What's the difference between her and an ordinary person, then?
This fucking mask is already starting to crack at the start, Jesus.
Me, perhaps the succession didn't actually happen. She might just be a Maison-back puppet.
Wait, what's going on?
That went well. No one's pissed off. Hey look, she's not a god. Oh no!
This is bad. If I get exposed here, there'll be no saving the people from the prophecy.
Yes, there won't be, small Farina.
Mirmi said that I just need to play the role of a god as humans imagine them to be.
Cocky.
Calm down, Farina. Think. What do the people want? How would they imagine a god to speak and act?
Just yell at them.
Assertive, with a strong sense of presence.
When did this get
One
tired?
to
Or has it
spell
always
all
been like that?
That
Din's to the front. Oh, no, it's always been like that.
play. Oh, very good, my people. Only ones such as you are deserving of my rule.
Yep, there she is,
Now,
cocky again.
I was wondering if some weak puppet were to one day come onto the stage and claim ownership of this opera house, would the children of Fontaine follow them?
Ah, that's how she does it. She takes what everyone says and then just bullshit.
Well,
Farina's the
it
best
seems like
gaslighter
you
in
could all
that.
see right through them. Having passed my test, you are qualified to witness wondrous trials alongside my august self, here in this opera house.
Gus self, what the fuck does that mean? Grand self?
A door gift of sorts. I thought it was a debut that suited the atmosphere. Now then, let us be reintroduced.
I'm Farina, don't throw eggs at me.
Ah, so that was just a performance. How could I have forgotten that we were inside an opera house?
Of course, yes, get rid of all your spissons, she's truly a god.
It's quite shocking, to be honest, but I suppose it's a better look than before.
Why is it so quiet with the female?
Such a fascinating and bold deity. How wonderful. Our future may yet be bright after all.
They need to fix the sound. The dude, like, the first time the audience talked, sound was great. The second time, the male was great. Females were all too quiet.
It seems I've turned them around. Best follow this flow and restart my accession speech. My dear people, whether you acknowledge me or not, whether you trust me or nay, I say to you,
What are your horse?
keep
No.
faith in your ardor for justice. We have heard it said that this nation's sins can no longer be washed away. Well, I say that justice is most fragrant when it blooms amid sin. The scales of justice should not weigh heavy in the hands of its God. On one side, it must carry fairness and justice. And on the other, praise and applause.
I'm just sorry.
May law be the
Just don't know what to say
prayer of
there.
our lips. May judgment
I'm gonna probably be
our
quiet because I don't know what
worship.
the fuck to say
Let
with this
us
bit.
light the fires and drink to the future of Fontaine. There is no trouble in this world that justice cannot solve. All that is needed is for you, my people, to believe in it, heart and soul.
For someone which doesn't know anything about speeches, he's quite good at giving speeches.
So long as I, the Archon Focalor, stand within the Opera Epiclese, so long as I stand before the oratrice,
Why did she
I
spin?
shall even judge the gods
of this world!
First Lord Twirl. Just fucking. Do we tell the Archons about that? It's about that fucking her being a dick to them? Even I'll judge them as a human. God, I'm so itchy. Upper House Farina. Free. Is this actually how she lives? Just on the stage? I guess they're just playing out her life.
Lady Farina, here are today's case reports, as well as a summary of the follow-up for your perusal.
Come now. Was I not just at the Opera House in person? Leave these kinds of things to Neuvillette. Besides,
Neuvillette was a
none of
thing
those
back then?
trials were the one that I'm looking forward to the most.
If I may be so impertinent, what kind of trial are you truly looking forward to?
A magnificent, dramatic, and wondrous trial. A trial to end all things. How could you hope to understand?
Yes, he wants the trial to, like, set all Fontainians free
It's true,
already.
I fear I lack the ability to grasp your divine thought, Lady Archon.
Lady Archon.
No
Oh.
need for fright, and do not take what I said before too seriously. Go now, do your duties. The trial I await. It will come one day.
Doesn't realize it's her trial. Back then. How adorable. She's foolish. Ah, now to the couch. Wasn't this 500 years ago? How are they still fucking advanced back then?
Lady Farina,
More than the other
I
nations.
don't know what to say. Thank you for agreeing to see me.
No need to thank me. Or rather, thank your own sense of perseverance instead. Long have you stood in line to meet me, have you not?
Ah, I see. At least she's nice. I guess, in a
Afraid
cocky
that's
way.
just an inevitable consequence of my divine charm. All right.
She's more
Then
likable when
Tyrion
she's
is it.
bullshitting, or like
How
when you
is
know
your
she's just
son's illness?
bullshitting.
You
The reason why.
remembered me, and you knew of my family too.
Sorry, hit the mic if you had
He's
something.
doing much better now. In fact, he is far more of an ardent believer than I. He was the one who forced me to seek an audience with you, and to bring your words back to him.
Oh, good. Very good. If this should happen again in the future, please do not hesitate to come and tell me. Going down to citizens' homes every so often, while not usual practice, should serve as a fine change of pace.
Like me, I'm just setting things up, so just moving my monitor around so you can see a bit better.
Thank you once again, on behalf of my son.
Have fun. You'll be fine. Where the fuck? The light! Which just comes out of the roof. Of course. Like all lights do. Out of nowhere, just out of the roof, like every theater. There's no light fixes, it's just the sky's just like light.
Lady Farina, here are the latest hydrological reports. As for the specific parameters you asked to take note of, I'm afraid things still don't look good.
Oh, good.
I see.
I mean, they're not
As
good.
I thought.
But good.
As for God, I did already expect this, but I wanted to see how far your human wisdom would allow you to analyze it.
Tarts.
All manner of signs indicate that the prophecy will still come to pass. Forget it. That's not something you need to worry about right now.
Just live your life.
Well, as I understand it, the Fontaine Research Institute is also trying to find a way to counter the rising water levels.
Really?
Oh yeah, if you-
Have they found anything?
I'm afraid that
There
they
used to
haven't
be a
found any
more
effective solution
Fontaine
thus far.
than there was. Because everything's flooding. I remember Lynette saying that.
Is that so? Well, no wonder. This issue has reached the realm of the gods, after all. Still, their spirit is praiseworthy.
They'll definitely be glad to hear that coming from a fake god. Ah yes, everything's fucking blue. Farina, get some another color scheme.
I haven't had a moment to breathe this whole time. But it's good to see that
Don't worry.
everyone's getting on
Hold your
track.
breath, you can't suffocate to death.
There are no longer
We'll die.
any voices of suspicion.
And then I come along.
I just need to keep going, and everyone will be saved.
Farina, like, could literally take on anything at this point there, if she chose to fight. Because she can't die until Fergalor die. She could kill, like, Capitana, and he's supposed to be the strongest.
Alright.
Just because he would not be able to kill her.
Don't think too hard about this.
She's Blade.
You need rest. Tomorrow's a new day.
Because she, like, I think it said, like, she can only die when, Fergalor dies, right? I don't know if that means, like, she can't be killed. I'm guessing that's what that means. Ah, yes, Opera House Farina 4.
Lady Farina, here are the new trial reports for the latest cases, as well as a summary of the follow-up.
We just seen, like, her mental thoughts about everything.
There'll be no need for that. I've seen them already. There's no need to go back over scenes I've witnessed in person before.
True.
Lady Farina, I've
More day-to-day life.
so long for this chance to see you in this manner.
Indeed, my dear, loyal citizen. This joyous moment is an honor for us both.
Oh, that's some bullshit. More life for Farina?
Lady Farina, we're detecting significant hydrological anomalies near Poisson.
Poisson?
Understood. Keep monitoring. Keep me informed should anything come up at the Institute.
At least that part she actually gave a fuck about.
Anything slipped today. I must show the people that there is nothing to worry about.
Everyone worry for no reason.
Don't know when these days will end.
When is Egg Farina Day coming back again? Our favorite public holiday.
Utterly exhausted.
I just want to piff an egg at Farina.
Early today too.
At least getting a fucking great workout. Her body must be drained every day. Say that, well, she's technically working, so she's not gonna fucking gain weight. Her hair was short then. Oh, it's just long or short, just randomly. Okay. That's a number.
Farina, it's like a dream being able to speak with you up close like this.
Oh, such a dream. Look at her, isn't she so
The first
cute?
member of our family who was honored to receive an audience with you was Madame Dioteria, almost 20 generations ago.
20 generations ago?
And what a fine family yours is indeed. It brings me great joy to meet such a faithful believer, a descendant of a line most ardent.
We didn't want programmed tears, so we just hide her face.
Surely you exaggerate, Lady Farina. My lady?
My lady?
What is it, good citizen?
Are you crying?
She's been crying for years.
Oh, really now? I didn't even notice.
Some bullshit.
This
Are you
must
crying?
be
Yes, so it's
overflow
depressed.
of hydro from my person. Well, can't quite help being the god whose dominion is the waters, can I?
Yes. I know why everything's blue now in her house. It's her way of screaming, I am depressed. Someone please help. I'm so depressed I made everything blue. And wearing blue.
No wonder. A manifestation of your power, then. Oh, Archon, I am honored to have witnessed it. Honored indeed.
She bought that? Oh. Well, she did fake a smile, so.
So interminable. So lonely.
Yeah, everyone she knows and cares about is just dying.
Hundreds of years must have passed by now. Perhaps the show must go on for hundreds more. I never imagined that it would hurt so much. Have I reached my limit? No. Perhaps I reached it long ago. Today I didn't even notice my own tears. I want to tell someone, anyone, about this. But would that not destroy all I've done so far?
Fuck, the mental strain. Her fucking mind must be in, like... Because, like, it is, I think, depressing at this point. It's like, everyone she, like, talks to dies. Like, everyone she'll know and ever care about will die. That's why John Lee made himself mortal. That's why Venti Hydras is. That's why Raiden keeps herself hidden in, like, another world. It's to shield herself from, like, the mental stress. She can't fucking do that.
I've conducted so many investigations across the centuries. But there's not even a sliver of hope.
God, I just thought...
Break the prophecy.
I just realized she's fucking as old as Nahida, and Nahida looks like she's 12.
All I can do is keep heart. I must maintain this act. It is the only way to save Fontaine. Please, mirror me. You have to succeed.
Kind of depressing, but she still thinks it's mirror her. Technically is. Yep, I don't know if that number's gotten bigger, she just lost count.
Farina, you don't have to shoulder this burden alone.
Hey, look, is that
I
me?
don't know what you might be keeping from everyone. Your people are more than willing to share your burden with you.
Back me being on the stage.
Share my burden. That's impossible. It was stated right from the start that this would be my duty alone.
No one fucking said alone. Well,
but even if
kind
your
of did.
burden doesn't need to be shared, you can still choose to confide in someone. Just share it with me. I'm what you'd call a witness.
A witness?
It's a good way to explain it, that's really.
Yes, I've heard that you came to Tevat from beyond the stars, yes. In other words, you never belonged here.
Thanks, Farina. I really want to fit in and forget about that.
And if Tevat is, in its entirety, a show on a stage, then you're just a spectator, aren't you?
I heard this before.
If that's the case... He's right. I could confide in him, couldn't I?
Just gonna be afflicting thoughts.
Things don't
Yep.
play out as expected. The people of Fontaine will be the ones to pay the price. No, Farina. You shouldn't be selfish. But what if it's really alright?
Oh, Farina, like these thoughts are just fucking with her.
Farina, you've worked so hard for so long. Surely it would be okay to put yourself first for once. Just this once. Is it such an outrageous thing to do anyway? To find someone in whom you can confide your frustrations and sorrows? Surely it could not hurt. If you let this
The mouse is starting to crack off the fucking... I can look anyway.
Think about it long and hard.
She had like a few flicking thoughts in, but then it's like, could I? This might not hurt. It's fine, we're both 500.
No, I have nothing to say. I am Farina, the Archon of Fontaine. Everything will surely get better. All you need to do, dear spectator, is to witness my performance until the curtains fall.
Curtain's gonna fall like that guillotine you've been put on death sentence.
Fine.
Awkward. Darkness arrives. Like always.
So even Farina doesn't know the truth? You've never once let her in on the full plan?
I'll be back. Now back to the normal people. Grotesima.
Yes, it had to be done. To deceive the heavenly principles, you must first deceive yourself.
And by the self, I mean the other me.
Very well. If she had let her resolve falter even once in these 5 centuries, Fontaine would have been doomed to the most tragic fate.
She folded a bit.
It seems that trusting humanity was the right decision after all.
Just have to make them live 500 years.
I believe that I understand how your deception works. But that is only half the truth, is it not?
Oh god, you can't outjudge a judge.
How would you build on this foundation to save the people of Fontaine? That is the most important thing.
Ah, good, good. Of course, the Iudex of Fontaine has pinpointed the crux of the issue.
In this case, so you?
You've long
Looks like you.
that the Oratrice is no simple machine, yes?
Just you.
I've always suspected that it had its own consciousness. And Lenny did mention that he heard a human voice within the core chamber.
That's me.
It now seems that that person was you, hidden within the machine all along.
I told him to fuck off, and he did.
And
It's
then
work.
I became one with the Oratrice, taking Fontaine's gnosis with me. Yes, it would seem so, wouldn't it?
Oh good, that's probably gonna be lost.
Alas, your understanding of this device still lacks sufficient depth.
By that you mean what?
It is no enactor of justice. It is, in fact, a device created to kill the god of justice.
Good to know. So you mean the fake god?
I beg your pardon?
Oh, you have it.
Shocked.
And to be more precise, not only will the Oratrice take down the god of justice, it will also take down the divine throne upon which she has been placed.
Oh. Are you actually planning to kill yourself?
Did you think I would be the sort to enjoy peaceful repose while Farina suffered?
True.
My work over these last 500 years has been to constantly accumulate indemnitium within the oratories.
So she's planning to kill herself for what she did to Farina.
But really, some have already discovered that only a small fraction of the energy generated by the device was ever used to provide power to Fontaine. The vast majority had to be, accumulated to enact this death sentence.
So, when you die, does Fontaine just lose power then? How would they get Amantridian? Do they have to find another sword?
It was all a part of your plan then? Both the trial and the sentence?
But not for Farina.
Indeed. This
Whole
power,
fucking
accrued over
thing.
5 centuries, could have sustained Fontainians for millennia, had it only been used for that purpose. Almost all of it has now been stored within the oratories. But
It's a weapon at this
only
point.
power of this magnitude could hope to destroy the Hydro Archon's divine throne, shaking the rules established by Celestia, and breaking through the institution that is the Seven.
I don't think you're gonna go that easily.
The Oratrice's call for death was for neither Farina nor Focalor, but for the Hydro Archon.
Also, isn't like... What's her name? Isn't the Cryo Archon... I can't think of the name right now, and I should actually know it. Isn't the Hydro Archon wanting to go and war with Celestia? Why is it like 2 Archons want to fight Celestia? The Sarita, that was
the destruction of that divine throne. If I do not misunderstand your intent, you must be...
Returning what's rightfully yours to you, of course.
Oh, he's an Ursus.
In other words,
okay.
This was all done to return the authority of the Hydro Archon to the Hydro Dragon of this planet.
God, he's gonna rampage.
But...
That's one way to keep an Ursus from the Sarita, just give it back to the dragon. They won't hunt him down and kill him.
Oh, what? Getting sad again, are we?
Listen, everyone, you know, is sad at this point. He's wearing blue.
The ancient dragons shall soon be yours once more, O Hydro Dragon Sovereign. And this is the face you make.
Don't think he wants to be a dragon king.
Throughout the years, is just so you can sacrifice yourself at the very end.
Yeah.
I've never quite seen it that way, you know. Even now, I'm quite pleased at how well my deception worked.
Your deception or Farina's deception? Because I don't think you've done shit. So store energy.
Hydro Dragon, don't cry.
He's unable to cry. He's a fucking dragon. They don't have tear ducts.
Say, had it been within my rights, I would have loved to judge the heavenly principles themselves. Were they not guilty of essentially the same crime?
Of making humans?
Stole the power of the primordial sea, and the heavenly principles stole the power you ancient dragons possessed.
True. I think they're happy at being this. Look at fucking Vivalen though, isn't he like still mainly dragon?
I, for my part, am the god of
And the electro one
justice.
is just dead.
And is it
Thanks,
not
Raiden.
just that your original powers should be returned to you?
Neville is the only like dragon sovereignty which isn't a dragon.
Speaking of justice,
He's in a human form and not a dragon form.
Lies in the process of pursuing human existence itself. So, if the theft of the primordial sea's might was Fontaine's original sin,
And the heavenly principle sin is destroying
leaving
them.
matters of procedural right and wrong aside, the descent of the Fontainians as humans and their right to exist in this world would be Fontaine's original justice. In other words,
Caught up. I'm sorry about that.
was Egeria's justice, and to me, justice is the continuation of that existence.
Law talk is so hard to fucking commentate to, because like, this is serious law, and then I'm just like, what the fuck do I say, huh? Can't add anything to this. It's a good story game, not a good stream or YouTube.
On. That should be the justice enthroned over all others.
Okay.
At this point,
sorry, commentary's gonna be shit.
Whether it be myself or all other Fontainians, have shouldered the burden of this sin for far too long.
Yeah, well, get the fucking other god's permission.
The highest judge in our land.
The only judge in your land.
Your full power as an elemental sovereign. What verdict shall you pass upon us?
Does he even want to get his power back?
So when I was invited to the court of Fontaine to serve as Eudex, I see now that that was your idea too.
Yeah, everything was her idea.
At last.
Should even Judge Farina was her idea.
The purpose behind this position. In the beginning, I was uninterested in human existence. But these 5 centuries of living alongside them have gradually brought about mutual understanding between us. And I have even attempted to feel as they feel.
Okay, feel as they feel. That's what he said. Feel less as they feel. I heard that wrong.
You are a devious one, Fussalor.
You were a bitch, Fussalor.
Things being as they are, surely you know that I could never declare them to be guilty.
They innocent, all of them.
The hour of my execution is almost here. For the sinner.
You don't play that music. Stop this. Don't make this sad.
I know I may not sound it, but faced with death, I find myself a little afraid. Perhaps this is one thing both gods and humans have in common.
Fear and death? Depends on the human. Some people have nothing to live for.
Farewell, Nervalette. I hope you've enjoyed the part you played these 500 years.
Okay. Just a random dance. Yes, the dance of execution. My favorite part of an execution. They both dancing in sync, but they can't see each other. How beautiful. Yeah, we don't notice he changed, by the way. That's a good, like, angle where you don't show the bottom of the blade, so you can't see what happened to her. We can guess what happened to her. Please tell me Miriu's what's... God, this is moving quickly. I think she just told her she's like human now, basically. Now this makes sense why it's raining.
Eudex Nervalette, hereby declare, people of Fontaine, your sins are forgiven.
Now the giant scalizer wasn't needed, but this was fucking epic. Hey man, it stopped raining for a second, you're welcome. Get fucking inside. Oh, he glows now, that's fucking cool. Don't mind that. Now, that doesn't solve our problem. There's still a massive problem of a giant fuck-off whale fighting a giant fuck-off Fatui officer. What do we do about that? Huh? Don't just show me the fucking abyss. Don't just fucking show me the darkness. God, just show me a woman ending her own life and then just be like, hey look, everyone's free. That's fucking depressing, game. Jesus fucking Christ. Hello. Are you crying? 'Cause I'm fucking Mr. Eno.
What just happened? Has the death sentence been carried out?
Yes.
Was that bright light some sort of misdirection? I have a feeling that something huge just happened.
Everything's fine.
But since we're all still alive and haven't been dissolved, I assume whatever happened was good for us.
No,
it's time to end this. We must mete out punishment to that beast.
Well, now it's Kenneth. Shut the fuck up.
Sufficient to deal with it. Through certain means, I now have the ability to separate the power of the primordial sea from that creature.
Oh, good. Tell us.
We should seize the opportunity to pursue our quarry. Traveler, now that the oratories can no longer function, I require an executor to help me mete out justice.
Oh.
The root of the calamities befalling Fontaine. The beast that enacts the prophecy. Its name is the all-devouring narwhal.
Sorry, the all-devouring narwhal. Oh god, how terrified. Oh, I'm shaking in my boots.
The hour of execution has come.
Haven't you gotten that, Mr. Fight the slay of all-devouring narwhal? All-devouring narwhal. Oh god, I'm so scared. Fuck, what's that name? So this is a whale, because narwhals are fucking whales, but still. Fucking all-devouring narwhal. Oh. Oh, there it is. There's Narwhal Dave. That's a cool scene. The all-devouring narwhal. We can get a big enough kill here.
I've done my best to separate the power of the primordial sea from the whale. Considering the size of the beast, I cannot reach the power source. Unless we can find a way to attack it from within.
Okay, so just get eaten.
Part of the ancient dragon's power with you. We shall look for an opening together.
Wait, I have the ancient dragon power? Oh god, I'm unstoppable. I think I hit it when it was fucking fully submerged. I think its hitbox is a bit bigger than what it shows.
I can feel its sorrow turning into hostility.
That's good, I think. I remember how to fight this boss, because I watched the thing when they were saying how to fight this boss before it came out and shit. Hello! What about we know? Do I just smack this? Fuck, I'm just gonna smack this.
The all-devouring narwhal cannot resist its instinct to devour. Continue to trigger its hostility.
I can tell, it's called the all-devouring narwhal, you know? It's like that one song a duck walked into a lemonade stand. There's a fucking narwhal. I didn't mean to hit Q. Take that, ground. I destroyed its thing. What do I do now? I did the bar thing. I shit it, I guess. Things will solve itself out. God, this have a lot of health. Oh. Oh, it's just a shadow of John Lee. About Demora. Why is there a whale knight? Fucking. Why is there the all-devouring narwhal knight? We should call him by his proper title.
Let's roll!
I have granted you my protection. Do not fear. Seize the moment and use my power to suppress its root from within.
So, I'm trying, nerves. Get on my nerves, nerves. Yeah, this is easy. Well, he still did. Oh, he actually took health. No, wait, that's just a fucking whale.
Solidified.
I think this is the story mode, so we're playing on easy, right? Easy mode. Have I haven't taken a single point of damage, I don't think. I kind of actually like this music. Whale again or ending? No, not the almighty all-devouring narwhal. You don't need a cane to walk. Fuck. He's gonna come hard, this thing, don't mind him. Is this thing meant to be doing this? Hello? You have nice red eyes. I didn't expect her just to throw child. Fetch. She's playing fetch with child, I see.
Thanks for helping with the cleanup. It should have been my job, but oh well.
Thanks, who are you?
It's just supposed to be a short private training session for me. I didn't think that my disciple and my master's pet would start brawling in the meantime. Oh, actually, I had a feeling that it would happen at some point, but they bumped into one another earlier than I thought. What a blunder. I suppose I'll have to swing my sword 3 million times as penance.
That's a lot. How the fuck do you have time? Look at Master's pet.
Power. Who are you exactly?
Paimon has an idea. From what she said earlier, she must be Child's master. Skirk, right?
Oh, Skirk, that's her name. I forgot her name. I knew who the fuck she was.
Less talkative person.
And less
I
hot.
did not have anything to say to the weak. But you, on the other hand,
But me?
managed to defeat the all-devouring narwhal without using power from beyond this world.
Oh?
So you may speak to me as equals.
What's this?
I have to agree. It's a strange use of a planet's primordial waters just to raise an all-devouring narwhal.
Yes. Yeah, I agree. The all-devouring narwhal and all
That
this
kind
shit.
of power is wasted on it. It's not cooperative. It eats too much. And I have more important things to do with my time than pet sitting. The only thing that creature has going for it is its looks.
Distracted or something? No wonder fucking Child is a battle-hungry fucking man. His master won't talk to him because he finds him weak. Poor bloke. He just wants a hug.
Fails as a pet.
Did you want it as a pet?
Miss Skirk? I think you might have missed the point.
The point being?
Well, being that this pet almost destroyed an entire nation.
Yeah, that too. Were you there for that?
What sort of person is your master? Well, Child's master's master.
Why does your legs look like the tail of the whale? It's have the same crystal design and the same purple and lights. Who are you? And by the way, nice legs.
Oh, right. So you don't know him. Sorry, I assumed you did.
Him?
His name is Sertologi.
Who?
I am unfamiliar with that name.
Good. I'm glad I'm not the only one.
So Master isn't sufficiently famous. How should I describe him then? Have you heard of the name The Fowl?
No.
The Fowl?
Sounds foul.
Still nothing? Well, how about the Visionary? Vetterfilnir then? Or Gold Rhine-daughter?
No one knows what you mean.
That one we've heard. Rhine-daughter's part of the Hexen Circle. She's Albedo's mom, right?
Oh, we have.
So you do know that name. To be honest, I also heard all of those names and titles from my master. I don't actually know them either.
Wait, you're a witch? That makes you a witch, right? I think he said that before. Nice
My
ask.
master is likely a similar sort to Rhine-daughter. They are both pursuing some form of perfection.
Did you just scream out a bunch of titles?
Didn't you also mention a visionary person? Paimon didn't quite catch their name.
Visionary of
Never mind that. I believe it expedient to inform you.
I don't know what the fuck that means.
The all-devouring narwhal used up nearly all its strength fighting you.
Okay,
Such
so...
roiling hydro energies will prove difficult for the planet's deep seas to digest. As such, the fontaine back on the surface has most likely been thrown into chaos.
Oh good, Neverlet, get back to work.
In other words, the prophecy that you've been fretting over should now be in full swing.
What?
But we just executed the Archon.
Not to worry. Focalor has already managed to deceive the heavenly principles.
And cut her head off. She more like cut herself in half or crushed her.
In the end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only Farina will remain, weeping on her throne.
Yes, it's all solved. We did it, Neverlet. We fixed everything. Fontaine haven't flooded at all.
Then, will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away?
There's no flooding at all. Not so whatsoever. Neverlet's going to come back and it's like, oh, I fucked up. I mean, good, Durson is giving birth. How disgusting. There's water people, how disgusting. Let's run them over. Again, another leg shot. Mahario and their leg feathers. Durson's giving birth again. It's weird. Is Sylvan, like, Monsieur gonna come back? That means the water's going down. No, that's a giant fucking boat. How the fuck did you get that out of the fucking...
All hands initiate emergency rescue.
...cave, which was underwater? I did not know that what you meant by immediate rescue. They were literal hands, technically. You on a giant hand, you'll be fine. There's Fremine. Isn't Fontaine lovely this type of year? The Rain Festival. Is there gonna be a person under there? Just get your back into the swimming. How the fuck are you a quicker swimmer than them when pushing them?
Look, the water's receding.
Look, there's burbs. I mean, the water is receding. Why is her name Chloroform? So they should have just called her breasts. It would be more accurate.
It's a miracle.
Water's receding.
We didn't dissolve. The prophecy was wrong. The prophecy was wrong.
The icon fucked up. Yes, Farina, everything is okay. You're welcome, your mother just killed herself.
Are you alright?
That's the most fucked sentence you can say.
We're saved. The prophecy was wrong.
Was it? Did someone fucking fucked with the prophecy? A bird just dives into Farina. Just dives bomb first of all. It has just been left in the fucking area where all the very Nawa was. Fucking all the very Nawa. That's the least threatening name I heard. That's like being like, oh no, the Demon Lord, Dave, is gonna kill everyone. Not Demon Lord Dave. Or Demon Lord, you know, Richard, because you'd be Demon Lord Dick. Or Devouring Narwhal. Fucking. Oh, what a name. What a name. Fucking name. You know that All Devouring Narwhal. What a guy. Knew him from college. How long is this gonna stay black? Hello, Lord. I just watched a woman run out of a theater house. How much do we need to learn? You know, after I killed her. No, well, you know, after her mother died, but you know. Is the world just gonna be fucking. Like, have broken trees and be wet now? Is the world moist now? Oh, good. Good. Go newspaper.
Attacks post-disaster rebuilding. I recently visited Poisson to meet with Miss Navia, spokesperson of the Spina di Rosula, and we spoke about Poisson's present and future.
Good. Talk more bullshit.
Soil can still give birth to new bloom, Miss Navia stated. Hope is like seeing a small cookie when you're starving late at night. You just need a little of it.
Of course Navia would throw sweets in fucking thing. If she's not talking about sweets, it's not Navia. Her fucking Skittles better than throwing cookies at people.
The various disputes that have arisen on account of Mr. Edwin have suddenly become a shield over the Institute, with Jurier turning out to be a once overlooked hidden gem.
So, hidden gem.
People always call the first researcher mad, but few know what to call the second. And should that latter person achieve a miracle, they would find it all the harder to find a word with which to classify him and his team.
Why are we reading it directly in front of her?
The people in the reports, are those really Jurier and Navia? They sound like real big shots.
Did she give us the newspaper, or did we start reading it and she found out and be like, sir, what did you think? How was it? I took those pictures.
What do you think?
She did!
Wrong, huh? The Steambird's idea was pretty simple. With the disaster just having passed, we would print a free edition packed to the margins with good news to calm people down.
Every time you grab a newspaper, she'll just be behind you. Like, heavy breathing, just wanting to know what you think about her newspaper. Don't say anything bad about it, she'll kill you.
The value for these big scoops lies in their inevitable follow-ups.
She's the real final boss of
We'll publish
Fontaine.
further reports and go into the stories behind those people. Edwin's assistant, Jurier, created a true flying ship, while Navia is leading people in the reconstruction of their home. I'm sure that these stories could draw even your well-traveled eye.
And well, I am just stalking you. Selling photos of you sleeping.
Wait a minute. Didn't we watch everything happen from start to finish? What's there to be curious about?
And that's exactly why I'd like you to come conduct interviews with me. You're the best incubators of news, if you haven't noticed. And also, with you around, I'm sure I'll get to see that Duke.
Of course. Of course. Navia's gonna be the person who chases a good scoop, not a man. Not Navia fucking whatever her name is. He thought you sent him a love letter and then you just asked to get the scoop.
Oh, this time will be different. Come on, let's head to Poisson first and then make a trip to the fortress. There are some things you'll only know when you get there.
Sure. Du Croissant. Well, Here we go. I'm still wondering how they got that box to the fucking theater. You know, the place where there's literally no land going across them. Ah, yes, fontaine. It's built over like a rickety bridge. Oh, so it's just one big bridge. I get like they dug a hole, but this would have just mainly been water. Should have just been Lenny drowned the Hydra Archon and the Traveler. Put on trial by Neverlet. Well, this would be drowned the Traveler. I don't think she can drown. Not with that chick being alive. Was alive. Oh god, I'm so tired. All that depression shit took the wind out my sail. I'm just now exhausted. Why is it always down? Why do I always think it's up? It's obviously fucking down. How did you not notice me? I'm glad the mechs have gotten blind. Probably from all the water they're processing now. Because of the flood. This seems like a good place just to, land. Why am I Ito? Why am I wasting my fucking stacks? I would have no stacks. There's no wasting if I just don't. Hello! Navi and Ren and Fatui. Oh yeah, I forgot she's with us. I don't know how.
Oh, it's you. What brings you all here?
To see you? God.
I'm just having a look around.
Actually, we here for the Fatui
I'm here to update myself on how things are going here. Oh, the Fatui are here too.
Of course, they always stalk us.
Let me introduce you. This is Mr. Garunt Snezhevich. He represented the Nave
good
in sending us a
Snezhevich.
large amount of supplies, and is helping with our work.
His name sounds like Sned's Bitch.
Our residents are
Fucking
hard
good
at work
bitch.
as well. Thanks to everyone, work is progressing nicely. We've lost a lot of people, but we're moving forward. That will have to be enough.
Hooray,
Hello, Miss
forward
Charlotte.
motion.
I'm a big fan of yours. I especially like that article you wrote last year about Fontaine's stray cats. But if you don't mind, could you not emphasize our role too much in your report? It's not charity we're doing here. We just happen to share the same interests as the Spina.
Hey, I'm your biggest stalker. Hey, bye, get away. Can you not put us in your book?
I get where you're coming from.
Weirdo.
I'll keep it as simple as possible. Or would you be willing to feature as friendly neighbors?
She just wants you in there no matter what.
Thanks.
Oh, you're back too.
Oh, Boobsy, I'm in Chlorine.
We finished laying down the construction materials. It'll be another hour before the workers are able to go over there.
Oh, good.
You're here too, Clarant?
Well,
Use her
her
proper
reputation's
title,
greatly risen
Verbs.
after that whole duel
God.
business with Miss Farina. So she's here in Poisson to wait out the heat. All right. She really came here to help me out.
Of course.
There's too much to consider in the reconstruction of Poisson. The Spina has need of more decision makers. And, well, I do already happen to be connected to Mr. Callis.
Oh, yeah, true.
Just a moment. Do you mind
I
me
forgot
asking
about
a few
him.
questions? You know, about how you
The
felt
dead man.
before the duel, about what it was like facing down a god. There's lots of exciting material there, I bet.
Can we just confirm she wasn't a god?
Forget it. I'm sure you can find a better theme than that, Miss Charlotte.
I see you're
Give
the same
up.
as always. Couldn't you do me a favor for Navia's sake?
Well,
This is
if
not
we're
for
talking
Navi at
about
all.
doing things for my sake, you might as well just take a few more photos of me. Or of the Traveler. It's better than wasting time persuading Chlorand, at any rate.
Why do you just want photos of you? just want a photo shoot. Why don't you get, like, a change of dress? Why don't you?
Of course I will. I'm not gonna let him off that easy. All right, then everyone who wants to be in the photo, gather up.
Quick, Paimon, let run. He wasn't in frame. This is a fucking shit photographer.
Good shot
Not bad. Your addition really helped the composition of the picture. All right, hang on a moment. Let me snap a few more shots.
We've been here for hours just having our photos taken.
All right.
It's been 3 days and she still won't let us go.
Anyway, so let's call it a day.
You're very quick.
Speed is of the essence when it comes to the
It's
news.
been days.
Freshness is the key.
It took us all day for her to take those
Also,
photos.
not to brag, but I'm pretty good at building connections. Who knows? I might eventually get that interview with you after all, Miss Clarend.
The seas are fighting. The Cloren and the, whatever her name is. Fuck. I'm Charlotte. I'm bad with names.
I'll hazard a guess that this is how you got that interview at the Fortress of Meripede.
Whoa, you're well informed. Let me make a guess too. I asked Sijuin, who told Monsieur Nervillette, and he told you, right?
Yes.
That's a very complete information chain.
That's an information change. You're welcome.
Monsieur Neuvillette asked me was, when did the fortress become so friendly towards the media? I told him that
When
it was
his
best
giant fucking throat came out.
There's no guarantee that Ridesley will make a personal appearance.
You're right. I've got to treasure every moment I have with them. In which case, I'll be making a move first.
Of course you will.
Stay safe now.
I'm gonna be stalking him.
Tell me if you hear anything interesting. I'll treat you to afternoon tea in exchange.
This place still smashed up. No, this doesn't look that bad. It's less people, but I guess because the story. The fortress, right? The fortress of, Merrimipede. That's its name, right? Something like that. The fortress of, Charlotte's finally in prison, we can leave her. Charged for being a stalker. It's Nervillette just gonna be there gawking the Melusine. Sigween. He just, every day from his window, gets a telescope and just stares at the Melusines. I can imagine that used to be a pastime. They were treated like shit, just Melusines watching. Like, they're animals, why would we treat them like humans? I like this music. I'm guessing the reception desk. It's just a hunch. Ah, yes, the slow walk.
Wow, guess we're here again, huh? There's a real nostalgic feeling to this place.
Somehow they just let us in prison.
Looks like you've been missing us.
Duke! Did you come all the way to the entrance to greet us?
Or just her.
Of course. I'm here to welcome you and our dear Miss Charlotte, whom our good head nurse recommended to me.
It's an honor to finally meet the much-rumored Duke. Thank you for consenting to my visit to the fortress, sir.
He's a simp for fucking Sigween, is what I'm hearing. She's really calling the shots. Risley's just simping over.
No need to thank me.
She just sends him
That
fit
said,
pics and
I
he'll
should
do
be the
whatever he
focus of
says.
your interview. I trust you recall our agreement?
Of course, of course.
All right then, this way.
Are we gonna be stuck in this interview?
Hey, no need to be so nervous. I've already taken all the photos we need.
I'm just taking a picture of you guys.
Miss Charlotte, do these pictures really need to be published on the cover of the Steambird?
Yes, immediately.
It would seem that Miss Lorvine doesn't want her face to appear beside that of Mr. Jurier,
Sir, please don't say things like that.
I will. I'll say things like that.
Dear Mr. Jurier denies it. Might this interview be very important to you then?
No, I just... This is my first time being interviewed, and I'm very thankful to the Steambird for...
For what, huh? For what?
I might not look it,
Just
but
gonna
I
cut you
actually
off.
did meet Mr. Edwin once. And I'll be honest, I enjoyed chatting with you more. You've definitely got more of that genius vibe going on.
Charlotte, what's your IQ? I don't think you know what Gene's
Brought
vibe
about
is.
a miracle, the ark that saved the people. Why, you recreated a myth back there, like an emissary of legend.
I just realized the boat was probably like Ursa Nod to Noah's Ark, kind of.
Still,
But no,
if I might ask, where's that flying ship now?
it's in a under the water in a cave.
herself another exclusive scoop.
I have to apologize, but that ship is presently in the bowels of our factory. I'm afraid it won't be easy for you to get a shot of it.
Sucker.
Really? Well, then in that case, could I have an interview with you to make up for that loss?
She's gonna get her way no matter what, Risley. You're not gonna win this
know my answer, I'm afraid.
fight.
Best you interview our head nurse instead. Or perhaps you'd like to take another photo of this couple of researchers?
Did you really have to use the word couple?
Yes, I did.
Then 2 solo photos will do.
Is my hair messed up? Please, someone help me have a look.
Yes. Oh, so there's a problem with your face about here? Around about there, yeah. Just fix all of this. All of it.
Things sure are getting pretty lively here. We've seen this kind of thing before.
This is a prison, don't forget.
Oh, seems like everyone's
Sigwin!
here.
Tackle her!
Any of you like to try this new drink I came up with?
She's trying to poison us again.
Sigewin.
Hey, Miss Charlotte. Why don't you, take some pretty photos of our head nurse? Sure. Come on, Miss Sigewin, over this way. Let's find a brighter spot.
Sure. Do I have to smile?
I don't know how to smile. I'm a melazine.
Same old, as you can see. Fontaine's undergone
It's
some
adorable.
changes, but this place is still more or less the same.
Oh my god, it's actually like she's posing and shit.
Other than that flying ship, it got a tad too much attention, I think.
That's why
Shut
I
up,
decided to
nerd.
let the interview go through. We should direct more public opinions toward the behind-the-scenes heroes. Am I right, Mr. Jurier? Miss Lurvine?
You guys should have the same last names to make it more convenient.
Sir. I believe that you too should have your day in the sun. Not that you would want that, which is a pity.
You should really get some sunlight. Your skin needs it.
I'll just leave the spotlight to you two.
Like that day on the ship was really good for your skin. Show improvement. Get some more of it. Go outside. Touch some fucking grass.
Lots of things happened that day, huh? Anyway, regarding that Harbinger, I'm not sure you remember, but his 3 young followers are still waiting for his return.
Oh, true. So we.
I'll tell them that there's good news and bad news. The good being that their boss seems fine, and the bad being that they must face extended sentences for abetting his escape.
Oh.
Oh, actually,
Hi, Paimon. We have the same fucking thing.
for you too?
Yeah, he's been fired. I just
What
fired
change
him.
can there be? The fortress will keep chugging along, and so will my duties.
Why do you look like a clock tower of
As
the
to what
office?
Miss Farina's departure will mean for the nation, and if our laws and governance will be transformed, we'll leave those to the folks in the overworld.
Yep.
Hey everyone, the photo shoot's done.
Can I have those pictures of Sigwin? For my personal collection? I mean, not for
let's
my
call
personal
it a day
collection.
here.
Thanks for your cooperation. Come on, Traveler, let's go. Till next time, everyone.
Why am I like a dog following you around everywhere?
There'll be a next time?
Yes.
Maybe. Who knows? I might write a story about the underwater factory next time. Until then,
She just wants the boat. All Risley.
last stop, the docks.
Oh my. Oh, this is adorable conversation.
Oh, you know, I'd love to see you in one of Charlotte's photo shoots one day.
Is that really necessary? Our line of work doesn't really require much photographing.
Yeah, you saw about that.
It's precisely because
You do photograph in every person,
that
John.
they'll have value as keepsakes. You don't really look all that opposed to the idea, you know.
She's
Maybe I'm
manipulating
just
him
happy that I
again.
managed to once again avoid the spotlight. I think this interview went well either way.
Yes, you successfully kept prying eyes away by using Mr. Jurier and Miss Lurvine as shields. Very good.
She speaks to him like a puppy.
You should be happy for them.
Do you
They
want a
have bright
biscuit,
future
Risley?
ahead of them.
It's the cookie, Risley. Look. Where do we go? This is a fucking while away. We've been kicked out the country. Sorry, traveler. You no longer allowed in Fontaine. Please part immediately. If you come back, we'll send you to prison. Sumer's prison, not even Fontaine's. Fuck off. You're far too dangerous to keep around in the country. I think this is coming to an ending. The grand finale. Well, hopefully. You're going for an hour and 45. I'm tired of this shit. Look at this fucking slow phone screen, huh? Fucking bitch. Where do we go? Is it down? It's fucking looks like it's down. Well, why does it teleport me so far away from the statue of the Seven? I'm gonna somehow fuck up this timing. You know, it's the most easiest timing. Hello, are you free? I see you still alive.
Navia mentioned that she stayed in touch with Linny and the others after working together. Apparently, they've been at the docks distributing these strange pockets the whole time since.
Of course.
Traveler,
They
Paimon.
really like those pockets.
And Miss Charlotte, too.
I remember that from the first time I went Fontaine. Here, have
Would
some
you like a
pocket.
magic pocket?
Sure.
What sort of gadget is it?
It's a pocket.
It's a wondrous bag that can be used to carry many things. The water level has returned to normal, but if you see any of your things floating around, you can use this to carry them. Or you could trick a friend into doing it for you.
I was wondering why you're doing that. I see, that's why Framney's here.
Trick a friend? I wonder which of my friends would fall for that.
Why are you looking at us? Why are we your first suspect?
You could just make a friend like Fremine here. Isn't that right, Fremine?
You should make a friend like Framney. He can't speak to girls. He can't even say no. Just forcing it to
Is
him.
this what you meant by, I'll help you make some more friends?
To be honest, that sounds pretty sweet. Could I have your contact, please?
Can I have your phone number, Framney?
Oh.
I need someone who can't speak to me.
Sure. Please, write down my address.
You sure are working hard to help Fremine socialize.
He was the one who
Oh.
proposed doing this.
Doesn't do much
he even
of it.
wants to assist in our magic shows.
Oh, good. He can be the people we throw eggs at. Because we can't throw eggs at Farina anymore.
Introduce Pear as an assistant, and later Fremine himself. In the future, I think we can leave underwater escape magic to him too.
Oh, good. Yeah, he's probably better at
That
it.
said, would anyone want to see a diver escape underwater?
True.
Oh, it'll work out. Every journey begins with the first step. He'll become a part of our show eventually.
But we drown him.
Lynette, could you come over? Miss Charlotte says she wants to take a picture of us.
Quick, run.
Got it.
See, she doesn't want a picture of you,
Charlotte is
Lenny.
rather perceptive. She got rid of everyone the moment she realized I had something to say to you.
Oh,
So, how have things been, traveler?
terrible. I've been dragged around by
Father
Charlotte.
says that you did a great deal during the latest events. She's very grateful for your contributions to Fontaine.
It would still be so funny instead of those three saying father's just daddy. Daddy says that would just be Daddy says that you done a great yeah, I'm fucking that's my rating. Awful.
What's she doing now?
Oh, I guess you haven't heard.
Yeah?
Well, after Lady Farina left, Father and Monsieur Nervillet opened negotiations, during which he gave Fontaine's gnosis to her as a diplomatic gift.
Oh good, they did get the nurses. Fuck. Yeah.
Yes, I was quite surprised at first myself. But when I thought it over, there were actually a number of things going for it.
Oh?
It could have been done as an apology for the incident with Lord Child,
Lord
or as
Child?
thanks for his help in tying the all-devouring narwhal down.
Oh god, not the all-devouring narwhal. Not Greg the Demon Lord. Fuck.
Furthermore, Father did also lend significant aid to Fontaine and Poisson.
That's good payment, the thing they want. The thing he doesn't want.
This is a gnosis we're talking about. Doesn't this seem a bit irresponsible?
I do know Archon wants their Gnosis. Slash the dragons. I guess the lightning dragon wouldn't need his fucking Gnosis, he's dead.
I would agree.
Haven't heard a thing about the electro dragon.
It seems that Monsieur Nervulet has had a significant change of heart regarding the matter.
So there's some reason for this that only Nervulet knows about?
Yep.
I suspect you'll have
He's
to ask
trying
him
to
about that
revive
yourself.
Darkon.
Yes, speaking of which, I did see him strolling around the entrance to the fortress of Meripede a while back.
Oh good, we're going back there?
Isn't he real busy and stuff? Paimon didn't think he'd have the time for that.
Aren't we here to ask questions and go?
The Gnosis was given to the knave, right? What about Child?
He's fine.
They say that he's returned to Snezhnaya to recover from his wounds. I hear that the recent disaster really did a number on his health.
Oh, he fought a whale for fucking 2 months. That would have done a lot to my health. I think he Master might have beat the shit out of him. The only one which didn't get, like, give their Gnosis willingly was, Venti. And he'd never cared about it.
So shocked by such a simple switching of sides?
The knave, that's her. You can recognize her voice instantly. Father. It's Daddy.
Well, what do you know? Come to the docks to see how my children are doing and meet the traveler by chance. Please do not pay my accomplishments in Fontaine too much mind. I would have done them regardless.
Yeah, good heart apparently.
Are you going to take the Gnosis back to Snezhnaya?
No, I'm gonna eat it. What the fuck do you think?
That is our duty as harbingers, yes.
Yes, so that's what we thought.
Don't be too preoccupied with sides. The goal of the Fatui concerns not a single place or person, but the entire world. With such a grand goal in mind, it is inevitable that we must wear many masks.
You don't even wear a mask out with the Fatui. That saying is like lost on you. Out of all the harvesters slash Fatui, you are the one with no mask.
Switching my masks is something I've always done. Well, that depends on many things. No one truly knows what the future holds. What good is honesty if you can't rely on it forever?
Again, we just slowly befriending the harvesters. We need a friend like someone with the highest power, like Doctor or Capitan. I reckon Doctor will be, he just will get interested in us if we say like some shit about us, and he might want to experiment.
As for you, I very much look forward to our next collaboration. Good things cannot be achieved alone, and you've proved yourselves to be great partners.
Oh, thank you.
A vision? Alright. I'll remember to return it. Thank you for keeping it safe for him this entire time.
I forgot I have his vision, so just kept it. I guess I was confused. A vision?
And that's a wrap for me.
You want some pizza sauce?
You're...
Greetings, Miss Journalist.
Don't even give her a name.
Hello. If I'm not mistaken, there are diplomatic channels I'll need to report to take a photo of you.
That's all she gives a fuck about.
That is correct. So forgive me, but I will not be able to serve as a subject in your article. However, feel free to write as much as you'd like about our dear magicians and our upcoming rookie talent.
I will.
The sea
Of course, I would also have that power of just can't write shit about me because legal things.
So agreeable.
Alright, see ya. I hate to see you leave, but I love to see you walk away.
Oh, she has
God's
such an
thick.
intimidating presence. I didn't even dare to take a picture. Thankfully, I've already wrapped up all my pre-scheduled interviews. Thank you all. This'll be more than enough for me to write about, I'm sure.
Oh good, we can finally relax.
Why don't you take a magic pocket before you go? Here, traveler, Paimon, you take one too.
Oh god, I can put Paimon in her and abandon her.
That's right. Funny. I was giving out magic pockets when we first met, too.
I was saying the same fucking
What
thing
do you
before.
know?
Huh?
I'm doing the exact same thing right now. So many things have happened, but the pockets are still the pockets.
Yes, and I haven't been yelled at to fight Farina. Give her a second. I think
Guess
she's gonna
this
come.
must be life. We will all follow our own paths, and serendipity will lead you to your fated friends.
I'm waiting for Farina to start
Alright
yelling
then.
at us.
We'll be handing out pockets in some other districts later, so we'll get going now. Have a good day, you two.
Well, guess we sent Charlotte off. Shall we go see what Neverlette's doing? As long as he's not so busy that he doesn't have
I'm gonna attack this thing. Did he? I don't like attacking things, but yeah. Nope. Only the humans been programmed to fucking.
One more story to add to my collection.
I just said I don't like attacking things. I continuously attacked it. You can tell that's a lie, right? I don't like attacking Milzine. Also, I'm just poking them with a spear over and over again. I'm a very honest man. Not with my words, but with my accents. It was a lot longer than I thought this would be. It was the fight and then like an hour worth of dialogue or some crap. That was told at least, but I think it's a bit longer. Just a bit, you know, it's an hour and 46. Hey. Ah, yes, walking around here, so beautiful. I have not seen it rain once in Fontaine. Like when walking around, which I think is disappointing. I don't know why that's my whole theme of that Milazine. Twice today, before I streamed an now. Don't question it. Yes, I'm not blind.
Ooh, he really is there!
Quick, we must rush. We must go, Vase. We are almost there. Any second now. Come here, big boy, and give me a hug. Just spears him down the staircase.
So, you really
Those waterfalls better be artificial.
think you were going to have free time this hour of the day.
Yes, same.
Really? Oh, I suppose you must have met Mr. Linney. He took the time to greet me earlier when he passed this way.
Okay, why would he be here?
You came at a good time. I was just considering reaching out to you to set up a meeting, so I may explain some things that I haven't had the time to before.
You hit me. Like literally punch me in the gut.
For keeping us on your mind, what with you being busy and all.
Yes, thanks for thinking about this, weirdo.
Actually saved. The whole business is still quite the mystery to us.
I killed First Law.
It is strange how words can often leave a bitter taste in the mouth when it finally comes time to say them out loud.
Yes, that's a thing. Neverlet, blah blah blah, explains everything, blah blah blah. The hands are way too small for his body, blah blah blah. Who said that last part? Yes, that happened.
Fusillor destroyed the divine throne of the Hydro Archon and restored your power to you, transforming you into a fully fledged elemental dragon sovereign.
Does that means there's like can no longer be like a Hydro Archon? Because he destroyed the seat of the Hydro Archon? Is that no longer a thing?
But Paimon still doesn't quite get what you did to save the Fontainians from dissolving.
I made it rain.
For me, the authority of the ancient dragons refers to absolute control over the hydro element.
Oh.
Fontainians were incomplete humans born of Egeria's use of the power of the primordial sea, with constitutions similar to that of mimics.
She just made them fall.
But so long as those primordial energies remain within them, I could use the ancient dragon's authority to bring improved blood, after the fashion in which life was first brought into being on this planet.
Just being water. Can you fill up my water bottle, Devil? I'm out.
In other words, when I gave my verdict, Fontainians became true humans, and thus would naturally no longer be dissolved by water from the primordial sea.
What the fuck would half Fontainians be? Would they fucking... Would a half Fontainian be affected by the primordial sea? They never explained that. They just said, oh, all Fontainians. Does that count for halves?
Fossilor must have counted on you to make that decision as well. Your father was the key to making the prophecy appear to have come true while saving everyone.
Good job. All I can think of is that fucking Eye of the Tiger song with, I'm saying the fucking name of that legal device that judges people. When First Law was hiding in. I got that stuck in my head whenever I see him now.
Yeah, and in a manner of speaking, Fossilor finally managed to fulfill the original Hydro Archon's wish to turn Oceanids into real people too!
We could have just did that from fucking ages ago.
It seems from your expressions that you still have more things you wish to ask.
Of course.
Ask away.
My one job.
I'll tell you the truth as I know it.
I'm nosy.
I have investigated his case along many avenues, and I have learned that he once fell into an unknown chasm when he was young. There, by chance, he awakened the all-devouring narwhal.
God, we need to change that name.
But whether it be by sentiment or reason,
It's not
that
scary
should
at
not
all.
have been enough to consider him the root cause of the disaster. At most, he would have had tangential liability.
Okay.
As for the judgment
What do you mean
passed by the
tangential
authorities
liability?
during the trial,
They use fancy words that you don't know what means.
whether it was due to that liability by association or Fossilor deliberately using him to buy time for us on the assumption that he would be able to hold the creature off, I cannot say.
Yeah.
Guess Fossilor had Fontainians in mind the whole time. In the end, it was thanks to her that they finally became real humans.
And she just only made Farina suffer. My ears need to pop. I hear ringing.
Hang on a second. Paimon suddenly got another question.
God, Paimon's voice made my ears ring. The fuck?
Back when Fontainians hadn't yet become real humans, were the children they had also transformed Oceanids?
Yes.
Life has always
Probably.
flowed like water. Do you recall how Fontainians would often come to the Fountain of Lucine to pray for children?
Yeah, Lynette said the fountain is where all the waters in Fontaine converge.
So I mean they got an Oceanid planted in their stomach?
In truth, even those couples did not know that such prayers were no mere custom, but instead a form of ritual.
Okay.
Those Oceanids who were blessed within the spring water would later descend as new humans in the coming months.
So, yes. Oceanid just popped in their stomach.
Gets it now? Either way, seems like this ritual won't be of any further use, but it'll probably live on as a local custom.
Yeah. It's
Ask
wood.
away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
Yeah, about that. Risley said Farina has already left. What's that all about?
She abandoned us
Oh,
all.
Lady Farina. The people are only aware that her death sentence has not been carried out. She abdicated the post of Hydro Archon and left affairs related to that title to me, before leaving the Opera House.
She's a free woman. Farina on the loose. I repeat, Farina's on the loose. Get the cat in
I
it.
Fossilor's words to her faithfully and completely. After hearing them, she seemed neither saddened nor comforted.
That sucks.
She simply said that she was tired and needed to rest.
Oh, yes. She needed to rest for 500 years.
Having said that, she then packed her things and moved out of the Opera House. Not unlike how an ordinary person might.
But she's still
May as for win now.
right?
Yes, she lives on the streets.
You need not worry.
A little tent.
I will make arrangements to ensure that she will not want for food, clothing, board, or travel.
Good. Good. We don't want just a random woman
happy
around.
for her. The wear and tear on her spirit will, of course, take time to heal.
Everything does.
Now that she no longer has to play the role of Fossilor the Hydro Archon, she can finally lay down her burdens and lead a normal life.
He's gonna sit on that throne and judge us like some moron.
Then, what are your plans now that you've regained your full powers as the Hydro Dragon?
He gave away the
After
Moses.
Fossilor passed on, the Oratrice also ceased to function. This matter will directly affect our trials. After much careful consideration, I've decided to take over its role in our courts. From now on, I shall hear cases and pass verdicts by myself.
You did that anyway, like legit.
You're still considering stuff from the perspective of the Udex, huh?
Yes,
As
that's
an
his one job.
dragon, there are indeed many things that I must do. But this power and this duty, in a manner of speaking, you could say that both were granted to me. As such, before I attend to
You
my
need to get a
other
life,
responsibilities,
besides
I must
shipping
first
water
and foremost continue
in
to serve
different
Fontaine
countries.
as its highest judge. The duty of the Hydro Sovereign and the duty of the Udex shall coexist within my person.
Aren't you the only judge? You really don't do
Additionally,
much
the
else.
Hydro Archon's departure has brought about another problem, which is that the Opera House shall no longer produce indemnitium.
Oh god, Fontaine's having no power.
That's true. That power was derived from the people's faith in the Hydro Archon, wasn't it?
No, it was just from the Hydroarchon.
The various mechs and machines in the city are all still okay. Where are they getting their energy from?
We found something called petrol.
As I am now,
Diesel.
I have full command over New Musia, and it can serve as a complete substitute. Another reason why I cannot quite leave Fontaine immediately.
Oh good, until they find a substitute which doesn't need a dragon or a god.
Wow. This ancient dragon's authority stuff is really quite useful, huh?
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
Oh, that's right! They say you've given it to the knave as a diplomatic gift or something!
Yes.
Leaving aside their intentionality, the two Fatui Harbingers have indeed done much for us during this crisis.
Yes, they have.
Their sole remaining goal in Fontaine, at least at this point, would seem to be the Gnosis.
That's every Fatoi's goal.
The Oratrice has ceased to function. The Hydro Archon's divine throne is now no more, and I do not need the Gnosis's power.
It's an empty vessel.
As such, it has lost all meaning for Fontaine. If the Fatui
Makes
have
sense.
pure designs, then we might as well accede to their request now, and avoid unnecessary conflict.
Makes sense, you're just doing the best for your people. As the new leader.
Complicated considerations. Paimon thought you were just giving it to them out of gratitude to the knave and as an apology to Child.
I'm on you're thick as mud.
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
Okay, so this one.
You will soon be heading to Natlan, I presume.
Yes, in
I'm
a
afraid
year.
that I have little talent as a travel guide, so all I can do is tell you what I know about that land.
Tell us.
As far as I'm aware,
Tell me.
Natlan can
Running
be
my
said to be a
eyes,
nation of
ears.
dragons.
Nation of Dragons?
Nation of dragons?
What a drag.
You mean like you?
Did we find the Electro Dragon there? Or is he dead? Because there's still no word about that. Not one. Every other dragon is fucking theirs, but not the Electro.
No, I suspect that I would not find myself welcome there. Unlike
It's a nation of
dragons
dragons,
such as
though.
myself, the dragons of Natlan have undergone long years of development and evolution. Large numbers of them have entered a form of coexistence with humanity.
So what you were doing, technically,
Natlan is
you
also
agent
the
fuck.
nation of war.
I know
War
about that.
ravages those lands like an undying flame.
God, are we just gonna get there and start, like, going to war immediately?
There is one other piece of information I got incidentally
I love
from my
that.
negotiations with the knave that I believe may be useful to you.
And that is?
The harbinger known as the Captain has thrown his hat into the endless ring of war.
I know about that.
Sounds like a real tough customer. Seriously, everywhere you look, there's a Fatui Harbinger doing their thing.
I'm when they pay to do their thing.
I
But
suggest
stop
that you
flirting
fully
them.
prepare yourself before going to Natlan. In the meantime, Fontaine's doors will always be open to you.
Yeah.
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
I don't think there's anything else.
Hang on a sec. Paimon's still got a question about the Gnosis.
No?
When we spoke to
Mrs.
Lennon
Grumpy?
earlier, he mentioned that your attitude towards giving away the Gnosis had clearly changed. We guessed that there might be some reason for it that only you were aware of.
No wonder the House of the Hearth is the Fatui's intelligence division. They are certainly sharp.
Yes, they are intelligent and vision. They meant
So
to be.
regarding this specific issue, I was just getting ready to share something with you.
Oh?
What is it?
He just gut punches us and runs.
In truth, I exchanged some further words with that lady named Skirk after sending you two back to the surface.
You son of a
It went
bitch.
Something like this.
You couldn't just have us be there? Oh, good. The darkness. It returns to me. Like a rushing wave of dankness. There's just need to be like a count of like loading screens. Just in a normal playthrough of fucking Genshin. Not even like farming, just in the story. This thing's probably in triple digits by now. Fucking hell. Oh wait, I hear noises. I hear the noises of noise.
Well, we're going to head topside to see what's going on. You hurry over soon as well, alright, Nervalet?
Alright, you old fuck. Agent fucker.
What next?
The all-devouring narwhal isn't here, so I'm no longer getting any interference. I can finally catch the scent of your power. It is the authority of the planet's primordial dragons, but with something very similar to a god's curse mixed in. It's quite a novel blend.
Oh god, he's cursed now.
I'm sure I've encountered something like this before. What was it again?
I do not know what you speak of.
See, not even he knows what the fuck you're saying, bitch. Just be normal for once.
How could I forget? You should have the remains of the third descender on your person, yes?
The remains?
Remains? I've never heard of any such thing.
Yeah, she's fucking insane.
According to your parlance, I believe it may be called a gnosis.
Oh.
Well, that much
That's
is
the
true.
easiest part.
After Fosalor's
She just said
divinity figure, she
gnosis.
handed her gnosis to me.
Yeah, after she just croaked.
But I fear I have never heard of it described in the manner that you just did.
Do normal people know about gnosis?
I've been training with my master, the Foul, ever since I was young.
How
and I have
foul.
never returned to the surface since. So most of
That's
the
depressing.
information I
Get some
possess,
sunlight.
I got from him.
All I'm learning about Fontainians is they really need to touch some grass and get some sunlight.
It is only natural for those who are greater than humanity to possess a different sort of common sense. Which is why there are so many problems in our attempts to communicate with humans.
This is the human.
Regardless, you
The
should
fuck
probably
are
get
you
rid of objects of misfortune to prevent any disasters from befalling you.
You're supposed to be a witch. That still makes you human,
To
Miss
live in
Red Eyes.
itself is a blessing. But once a person dies, the bonds he once had with this world shall all turn to curses.
That's one way to think about it.
What do you mean by that?
Means what you
No need to
mean.
fret. These are just my personal thoughts, and my reason for no longer wishing to return to the surface.
Why does her feet have horns?
This
It's my
third
fucking
descendant
only
you refer
fault.
to, who are they? And
Some
when did
horny
they
feet.
die?
Master never mentioned them to me. Perhaps it just wasn't that important for me to know.
I feel like you don't know that much.
If you're interested, though, I could ask him. I'll be sure to pass the answer on to you next time.
Next time? You believe we will meet again?
She knows it, I
do.
bet you. Ah, I thought you'd
Wait.
say I know.
I have a disciple of my own, don't I? He can be the messenger then.
Poor child. He's been used as a messenger pigeon. We'll just throw him from nation to nation. Child is like Kiara, but still packages his information. And he's not a cute cat girl. That's also a fact, though. Oh good, we can hear the birds singing us to death. These birds don't shut the fuck up. Listen to them chirp away. It's the only thing I can think of because I'm just in like the abyss loading screen. Look at this. Look at all this nothingness. Ah. I like this part of the nothingness here. Really contradicts this nothingness. You know. Like a beautiful spring of pure nothingness. Hello? Loading screen. Hello? Hello? Okay, now we hear a waterfall. I think we've been drowned.
That's
Oh,
what
hello.
she told me. Whether it would prove useful or not, I wanted to pass that information on to you.
Thanks.
The remains of the third descender?
Yeah, you know, normal things to say to someone.
That's what the no-sees actually are. Paimon just thought they looked like chess pieces. How could they be a person's remains?
See, Paimon, because you were a moron. End of
All
sentence.
the same, assuming that there was no misunderstanding or special metaphor at play, that is what she meant to say.
And she said that it would bring misfortune and that you should check it, which is why you gave it to the Fatui.
Finally, Paimon is catching on. The gears in her brain are working. I think I smell smoke.
If she
I
speaks
think
the
I hear
truth,
smoke.
then I would simply be putting Fontaine at
thing you
unnecessary
can't hear.
risk by keeping it here.
Yes, traveler. Let me skip your sentence. No, I don't give a fuck
guessed
about
that you
you.
might already be familiar with this concept, but I did not expect you to be one of them.
What?
That means that the no-sees, which are exceedingly element compatible and can even enhance elemental abilities, do indeed come from the third descender.
Oh, good to know.
I wonder, does your body also possess similar properties?
Don't research me.
Like being able to use elemental powers without a vision. That does sort of count as special compatibility, right?
Paimon, stop feeding me interest.
No, let's not think about this stuff right now. It just feels creepy.
You're gonna get me cut open if you say shit like that to the doctor.
Comparing the Traveler to the dead third descender and all. That's what you say, but this topic still feels like bad luck.
Yes, it is. Let's move on.
Once Child recovers, let's get some more answers out of him. Or go look for his master and get the answers that way.
So, what you're saying is you won't go to Sneznaya?
I too believe it unwise to make too many blind guesses when information is lacking. The same is true of being at court.
Don't worry, we'll have the messenger pigeon child coming across anytime soon.
Whatever the case, it seems like the crisis here
Just gets chucked into the wall here. Soon goes flying across.
Yes.
Face first.
All of Focalor's efforts were for this moment as well.
This moment of two people standing here talking.
But she sacrificed herself in the end as a god, and she suffered through all those years as a human. Was that really what she wanted?
What the fuck? I need that. Sorry, I just noticed that up there.
I suppose
swear I got
will
that
be the
one.
mystery of
Is
a
that
god's will.
is that a different one up there?
I suspect not. But once
Fuck,
in a while,
who
I too
knows?
guess that if wishes were like the clouds in the sky, they will one day return to the earth as raindrops.
I can punch you. Does that count as a wish?
Life
Because I wish
flows
to
like
punch
water,
you.
and rain is the final answer. The water levels may sometimes tilt one way or another, but the rain falls fairly upon all.
Mm-hmm.
And
Crazy
what
people talk.
ultimately is the difference between the rains that fall upon all of us.
Sorry, what the fuck are you talking about? Just mentioned rain and my mind just left. It's like raindrops. Oh, sorry, there's the front door. Are you still here?
It seems from your expressions that you still ask away.
Nah,
I will
nah,
tell
I'm
you the
leaving.
truth as I know. I suggest that you fully prepare yourself.
I'm actually gonna call it. See ya.